Hi everyone, this is Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop. Yes, the one and only. So there's lots of people walking outside and they're looking at me, so that's good. So today I thought I would do another meme video. So I'm going to look up a meme. I found one the other day. So I found a meme online, and it's called Ways to Connect with Your Deck. Ways to connect with your deck. So there's 6 steps here, or 6 suggestions, and I'm going to go through each one and I'm going to see if I disagree or agree. And you can also tell me if you agree or disagree in the comments as well, okay? So the first way to connect with your deck is do regular deck interviews. Do regular deck interviews. Now, I'm not a big fan of deck interviews, especially for people who are still beginners. Because when you're a beginner, it's hard enough doing readings for yourself, let alone trying to understand what your deck is trying to tell you about yourself and about your connection to it. So I don't really find that helpful for beginners to interview your deck. I often see people in the Lenormand or Tarot group interviewing their deck, and especially if they're new people, they often get more confused than anything. So that one I have to disagree with. Okay, I'm not really a fan of interviewing your deck. The other thing about deck interviews is it seems to be a kind of new fad. Like, I don't remember interviewing your deck, 10 years ago. I don't think that was a thing back then. I think maybe it's an internet craze, okay? So I've noticed actually in the last year or so, a lot of tarot crazes have been happening and fortune telling card, and I think it's phases of stuff that people put on Pinterest and Instagram. I think they're like memes that sort of take off, and then the new people think that they're actually a thing. So I think the deck interview is definitely one of those. It's a bit like a new fad that's taken off, okay? So that's number 1, which I don't agree with, okay? Number 2 is ask your deck for a daily message. Now that one is pretty good, okay? So ask your deck for a daily message. That one's good because it helps you to learn the cards as well. What I would recommend actually for the beginners is if you do a daily message, maybe do 2 cards, because you need 2 cards to work off each other and give you some sort of message. Sometimes doing 1 card, it could be good as well. I'm not going to say it's not good, but I think having 2 cards gives you a little bit of a storyline, For example, if you pull out, say, the Lovers card with the Tower, you know that there's going to be a breakdown in a relationship or a partnership of some type. So you can be prepared for that. Whereas if you pull out 1 card, it could just be the Lovers, and it could mean several different things. So that one, I think that's helpful. So ask your deck for a daily message, okay? And while the good thing about that is when you're doing a 1 card or 2 cards a day, you can learn those cards thoroughly as well, okay? Number 3 is cleanse your deck regularly. Now Now this one I have to disagree with again. When I was a tarot beginner, I was fascinated with the cards, and I would have the cards always with me and sleep with them near me. But now I've been a professional reader for so long, my cards stay where I work, basically. And, we work together well, and then it's time to, leave them in the workspace. Cleanse your deck regularly. I don't think I've cleansed my cards for the last 10 years. I don't find the need to cleanse them because I do work with energy, but I don't feel like the cards need to be cleansed. If anything, I would need to be cleansed. If I've had a bad experience with a client or something like that, it's probably better for me to go and have a shower or cleanse myself. So I don't really agree with cleansing. I think younger beginners get obsessed with cleansing. It's like, do you also cleanse your pen and your coffee cup? I mean, okay, coffee cup, yes, you have to wash it, but do you cleanse your pen every time you use it? Do you cleanse your notebook? I don't know. I don't really feel the need to cleanse. I think cleansing ritual is good when you first buy a deck, because you can do a cleansing ritual just to bond with it. It's just a ritual of bonding. But I don't feel the need to cleanse my cards every time I do a reading, or every, few days. Okay, number 4. Ask more empowering questions. Now, this one I do agree with. Ask more empowering questions. So I always tell people to ask specific things. Like, instead of saying, how's my love life? You can ask, will I meet somebody new in the next 6 months? In that way, you actually give the cards a time limit. Okay? And will you meet someone new? You're asking the cards, is there a new energy? Is there a fresh energy? So I would definitely recommend asking more empowering questions. Like, sometimes in the groups, I'll see people that just ask things like, tell me about my day, or, tell me about what my dream means, something very vague. It would be better to say, how can I improve my day, or what challenges will I face today? So when you change the question and in a more empowering way, you'll get a better answer, okay? The other day, for example, I saw someone that was in the tarot group, and she asked her cards, what should she let go of? And her card was the Justice card, and she was totally stumped by that. And I said to her, maybe you don't need to let go of anything. Maybe you're just creating confusion for yourself by asking a question that's not necessary. Don't know. Okay. Number 5. Oh, they're having a birthday outside. Oh, they stopped. Okay, number 5. Journal all your readings. Now, this one's a good idea, especially when you're a beginner. To journal all your readings, because later on you can read back your readings and you can see if you were accurate or not accurate. Okay, I actually find lately when I do an online reading for a client, lately I've been taking a photograph of the cards and sending them the photograph on Messenger, so they have a record of the reading. And so what happens is, it's almost like journaling the reading for me. So I'll send them a photo, even if they don't know how to read the cards, even if they're not tarot card readers or Lenormand card readers. I send them the photo of the card spread, so I have a record of it for next time. So if they were to message me, say 6 months or 3 months, I can look back on our communication and I can see the last reading that we did, and I can refer back to it as well and see if things have progressed or not. So journaling is a very good idea. I do recommend that one. And like I said, sometimes we do readings and we might forget about them and they come true. Whereas journaling, you've got a record of it. Okay, so that's a definitely good one. Okay, number 6. Number 6 is observe patterns in your readings. Well, that's a given. Observe patterns in your readings. Yeah, it's very good to always observe the patterns in your readings, because that's how you learn how to read cards better. And you'll notice sometimes that the same storylines occur. So definitely learn to observe your patterns in your readings. That one's pretty straightforward. Okay, so that was 6 ways to connect with your tarot deck. I think I agreed with 3 of those. Okay, so tell me what you think. So I'll leave this video here so it's not too long. Okay, this is Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop.